Hey, please subscribe. Thank you.
I'm always speak on my name. I'm always take up for me. When it comes to the six wall steppers thing, when they picked me to be queen, they asked me to be queen for 2024. Something changed. I think something changed. And then they end up asking for 2026. Excited. I was honored. To me, I don't care what nobody say how, oh, you too big for the city, whatever. To me, that was a big thing for me. I felt honored. I felt like, okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Boom. They told me the king was going to be Lord. The king was supposed to be Lord. We didn't end up picking a king until July. Now, y'all know they announced me for queen in what? That was February, January? I think they announced me for queen like early in the year. But we didn't pick the king until July. So from January to July, nothing was really happening. Like I think I met with Kim and Kennard once. I never met the club. I never met, like everything that was going on. I never met nobody. That's true. I'm Lord manager. Okay, so I think Lord backed out. I don't know. Lord must have backed out, and then Kennard said, "Well, I think you should pick your king." So I said, "Okay, if I can pick my king, then I'm a pick Black." Black was already in my court. Already had my court ready. Already had my court outfits. Milano was doing my outfits. Milano even said she was gonna do the outfits for the 6 steppers. Everything was already done. When I picked Black to be king, we set up our party. We done like a little video thing. Black had to fly in town, and then Black ended up getting booked for something to where he filming. Not to mention he had stuff with his business. He don't live here, so Black didn't have time to do both. He came to me. He told me he apologized, but he can't do both. He filming this in LA, then he doing this in Houston, and I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna tell the 6 steppers that you can't be king. He said, okay, cool. I told the 6 steppers he couldn't be king, and then when they said he couldn't be king, they asked me if I still wanted to be queen, but they had to find a new king. Key called me randomly because I think Key is a grand marshal, I think. Key called me and asked me if I could, why you just don't ask your husband to be king? I said, I don't want my husband to be king. My husband is not from New Orleans. I don't want him to be king. Now, granted, they got a lot of people that be king and queens that's not from here, but me personally, I didn't want my husband to be king. I wanted, somebody else from the city to be king. So boom, not just that, but let me hold myself accountable for something. When everything, I guess as the months was passing, the communication was kind of like all over the place. I wasn't really like super communicative with everybody. Well, I was only talking to 2 people. I'm gonna say that. I wasn't talking to everybody else. I was only talking to 2 people. My communication skills could have been better. It could have been. Everything, a lot of stuff was done at the last minute. When it came to us booking our coming out party, we was having our coming out party at Empire. We put down our deposit and everything. Once we put down the deposit, we started promoting our party. We were supposed to have our party in October, but Black wasn't going to be able to come into November, so we had to push the party to November. That kind of caused a little problem because they had a party in November too. They had I think they had like the all Black party, I think. So our party was November 9th. Their party was at the end of November. It was supposed to be in October, but again, I got to move with my king. Black couldn't do it in October, so I had to wait for Black. Again, my communication skills really could have been better. Even when it came to my clothes, when it came to my my headpiece and all that, I had to get it done for Colombo. I was calling Colombo since April. Didn't get in touch with Colombo until August. And when I talked to him in August, he was telling me his mama was in Rome. I got to wait for his mama to come back. He ended up calling me back in October. Cool. The day he called me back, my phone was broke. I called him back the next day. He said, okay, let's meet up. I'm going to get your thing ready. He had, like other people, things he had to do. I was going to be his last person he was going to do the outfit for. So I guess they was anti. They did text and say, like, you got to let us know if y'all still want to be king and queen or not, because it's almost close to the parade. It's October, and y'all didn't even get y'all stuff done yet. And I told them, I said, they people in Rome. I couldn't meet with them. They people in Rome. Like, I'm waiting on them. They're not waiting on me. I'm waiting on them. So, boom. When Black said he couldn't be king no more, Kennard texted me and said, I understand the predicament you in, but we just gonna go with our old crew, since our old royalty court, since it rained on their parade, because they didn't have a king. And honestly, I respected it, because they're right. It was too late to find another king. It was too late because now it's not. I hate how they made it seem like it was about money. The regularest people be kings and queens. Anybody could be a king and queen with a regular job. So to make it about money because it's me, I think it's very weird. To let that lie linger and make it seem like, it's got something to do financially, and somebody couldn't pay for something when nobody brought up money. Money wasn't asked for. Nobody said, hey, you got to put this up. We waiting on you to spend money on this. We waiting on money for this. None of that even happened yet. We didn't even get to the money part yet. The only thing I heard was how much the venue was going to cost or something. I heard about that. But we didn't even get to the money part. So to say something about, they couldn't afford it, this, that, and all that. Anybody could be king. Anybody could be queen. So what money? To even allow the lie to linger. To allow the lie to linger, say I backed out, is crazy. I didn't back out. They end up going with the old court because Black was too busy. He had other business ventures going on. I didn't back out. They went with their old court. And by right, they had every right to. I didn't feel played. I wasn't on no rah-rah. I wasn't on no, I'm mad, I'm this, I wasn't on none of that. I respected the decision. It was last minute. Why wouldn't they go back with their old king and queen? I didn't feel no way. I didn't even know they didn't announce it until I guess the blogs were saying I couldn't afford it and all. I didn't even know that they never announced it. I thought they'd been announced that they was going back with their old king and queen. I never knew that they never said that I wasn't going to be queen no more, king no more, whatever. But my thing is, if a lie is being put out and it's making it seem like it's something, I feel like it had to come from the I don't know where it came from. I don't even want to put it on nobody. But I feel like once the lie was put out, somebody should have cleared it up. And it shouldn't have to be me. Because they know I never say, hey, y'all, I don't want to be queen no more. I can't do this. I can't afford this. I can't this. I can't this. I never said that. Not one time. I never said that. Oh, Lord. We planned our party. We already had our court. We already had the good morning, sis. We talked with the club. Good morning, sis. We talked with the club, explained the situation. They can understand the position this has put you in. However, the clubs need to go in a direction that's comfortable to the club. It's too late to get a new king at this point. They decided to run it back with last year's royalty. We can revisit you being royalty whenever you would like. I said, okay, so you guys picking a new king and queen? I didn't understand the text, just to be clear. No, James and Sierra are going to repeat because it rained on their parade last year. My bad to the text, but I'm in training for teaching. Okay, no worries. Okay, no worries. Cool. But why make it seem like I backed out? Why make it seem like I just was like, y'all? Like, why? Like, why, like, stir up a whole... And even if it was a silly rumor, like, they saying all that in y'all comments and ain't nobody saying nothing. That's not right. If somebody hop in the comments and say, oh, yeah, the 6 wall step was... If somebody say anything bad about them in the comments and it's wrong and it's a lie, I'm going to say, no, that's not true. It's not true. So why let a lie linger about me? And I wouldn't let a lie linger about y'all. That's the part I don't respect.